Hello ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to another raid video. In our last video, we ended up pulling our second legendary champion, and now, not only do I have Wither as an AoE cleanser, but now I also have Skartorsis as an AoE cleanser. So I have two, I guess, extremely good support champs from the little research that I was able to do. So I'm looking forward to leveling those up. Do let me know in the comments which one is better, but I do think I will end up just leveling both, because why not? But as always, before we fully jump into today's episode, if you guys want to start raid completely from scratch, make sure you download it by using my link in the description or simply scanning the QR code that is on screen right now. You will be receiving not only Tagoar at level 1, but also Ugo at level 15. And if you log into the game for 7 days, you will get Alice, which is by far my best champion. Plus, as an added bonus, you can use the promo code Monkey King and get another legendary champion, Sun Wukong, and he is absolutely phenomenal. So if you are starting raid from scratch today, you can start with 2 amazing legendary champions and 2 amazing epic support champions. So definitely give it a shot. Let's jump into today's episode. I'm currently in a bit of a dilemma. I'm doing the event dungeon tournament and I just claimed this reward, which is a gold chest. I'm rank 7, but I have been considering pushing for 2100 points. However, I only have 11 hours, so I don't think I can actually reach this milestone. And at the same time, I have finished all the rewards in the classic arena takedown, which is solid, but I think my energy would be best used in this spider tournament. The simple goal is to reach 950 points, the end turn goal is to reach 1500, so I think I have to skip this Queen's Fury tournament for now. I'm happy with the amount of rewards I received, and let's take a look at our very first gold chest. And we get 3 times Chaos Powder, which randomly changes the Ascension bonuses of accessories. A little bit of a refresher on the arena situation. I'm now starting to push somewhat close to gold 2, I would say. And the way I've been doing it is just by cheesing the technology right here. You see, I do a little refresh. Oh my god, shout out to Hachi Bibi. We battle him, we auto him, and I'm able to win those battles. It takes a lot of time to find these free wins, so to say, and it's been proving really good for me. It's a nice source of gold medals, and I also managed to push my Great Hall all the way to tier 4 for now. The next goal is to push critical damage to tier 4, and after that accuracy to tier 5, critical damage to tier 5. That will also then balance out my challenges and my future missions. However, that's gonna be a fairly slow process, but what I think we can also reach is this Fuse Justiciar in today's episode. However, I gotta wait a couple of days for the Void Dungeon to be unlocked, and in the process we're just gonna focus on the tournaments. I made a decision and I decided to finish the Queen's Fury tournament and got 750 gold coins for this. And now, because I wanna feel extra special, I will actually buy 1 Immortal Soulstone. Usually that is not worth it. Usually it's better to just buy a bunch of Immortal Soul Essence, but I wanted to open one of those right now. I don't know why, I just wanted. I'm hoping for Kale, honestly, or any one of the legendaries, or any one of those 3 epics. This is kind of what I'm thinking is probably my best option. So let's give it a shot. I know there's often chase events and stuff like that where it's better to open these later. But we get an epic and we get a Royal Guard 4-star. I don't have this champion. Maybe it's good, I'm not sure. Ladies, gentlemen, here it is, the 4th soul of the Alice. Let's go ahead and put it on. There it is. Let's see how many bonuses we get with this. So that gives me 38% more critical damage. Plus 1000 HP. That is so good. And if I get it to 5 stars, I get a 60% chance of placing Smite plus Res plus accuracy. That's gonna be ridiculous. There is currently a gear enhancement event going on, and I guess I would want to reach at least the teacup points at 3500. But looking at how I'm gonna get there, it might be a little bit complicated. However, I do have nearly 3 days to finish this, and I should be getting more money as I'm completing my spider tournament. Plus, if I want to make more money, I have a ton of accessories that I haven't been selling. So I believe I can make a decent bit of money here as well, and we will slowly attempt to push this event to its completion. But what I wanted to do at the very start is upgrade this ring to 16. Now, I don't think I'm changing this ring anytime soon. I mean, it is flat HP, but I think this is probably fine for a ring. But we have attack percentage, which is good. We have defense percentage, which is good. We have HP percentage, which is good. The flat defense is the only quote-unquote bad thing this could roll on. And I just want to see how much money this will cost. We're starting on 6.9 million. And I have been looking at my missions just to see if there is any craft a level 16 artifact in here. But I'm searching, and I cannot find it in the very near future. So, because of that, I do believe it is time to actually do this. It costs about 1 million, and we got on the worst roll possible. That is a bit sad that we landed twice on the flat defense. Regardless though, that is now a nice piece. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to make my Alice by far the strongest she possibly can be. And currently she's using pretty good speed boots with crit damage, crit rate, accuracy and defense percentage, which is all great. However, I have a broken Savage set on her. Now, arguably, I do have a very bad chestplate here, but I don't really have other options. Maybe I do have a good option, actually. So, if I end up playing, for example, this Perception body, which is a 5-star body with great substats, crit rate, HP, defense, and look at this, attack percentage, right? Because right now I'm using flat HP, so what I would need to do is get 2 more Savage pieces, or, well, technically 3, I guess, and basically replace a body. Let's take a look. So the goal is to equip 4 of my best Savage pieces. Gauntlets being crit rate with accuracy, with flat HP, flat defense, and a bit of crit damage is going to have to be fine for now. These boots are amazing. This shield is amazing. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and then I would need to either do the weapon or the helmet. Honestly, I feel like this overcomplicates things, and I should honestly just wait until we have a free gear removal and replacement, because otherwise it's gonna be expensive and I'll have to do it a lot. So I can't really make up my mind. Regardless, let's collect some energy, some gems, and we leave that for another day. What I can do though is ascend my Alice to level 6 Ascension. That is going to further increase her base stats, and I think that is fine. We also get a little bit of accuracy to come with it, and she's now like the strongest she will be basically. And we don't get anything. Oh, I take it back. We get another epic skill tome, which is actually really good. My next epic champion that I am booking is going to be Ugo, and currently I'm missing 2 books on his third ability, a ton of books on his second ability. Ugo is the type of champion I will be using for a very long time. However, I'm not gonna use the books right now. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the tournament that is a champion training tournament. As you can see, upgrade champions, I can just book my champs, and that will also give me points, so that's kind of my goal. And as if that purple book wasn't enough, I now also completed 175 advanced quests, giving me another epic skill tome books. I'm excited for tomorrow to actually use those on the Ugo. Ugo's gonna be strong. He's also probably gonna be one of my next level 60s. Since we still have 2 days on the summoning event, let's go ahead and open this ancient shard as well that I got literally a few seconds ago. This time we landed on a rare, unfortunately. And over the time, I've accumulated a decent bit of mystery shards for how old my account is. So what I'm gonna do right now is I will be sacrificing tier 1 champs and just using them as food in order to progress my other champions. I'm probably gonna be summoning all 250 of those in order to reach my future event milestones. For example, just getting here to 700 would be pretty good. That's 200 energy. I was originally aiming for the teacup points here, but that might be a little bit out of my reach, unfortunately. I completely forgot about this champions part, but winning a campaign battle using 4 champs of level 50 or higher, that should be very simple. Alright, that should do it. And by going to challenges, I can now claim this, get 100 extra energy, but most importantly, another purple book. And now these are the hard ones, and I'm happy I did this, because I was about to promote champions to tier 6, so I need to do magic champion to tier 6, spirit to 6, force to 6, fully ascend the 6-star champion. So I kind of wish that I didn't ascend my Alice earlier. I would have gotten this one done, but it's fine. I mean, we'll complete this, no problem. Fully upgraded champion skills should be simple. I think this will all be doable. I'm happy to be on the last stage of challenges for this. I decided to spend all my millions of silver into making a random level 12 sets of gear, and I put them on the epic champions that we pulled. Now you may be wondering why I did that. The simple solution is challenges. I am now going to claim another challenge completed, and with that we get another void shard as well. We're gonna claim it here, and we are now on path 10 of our artifact section, and Oh my goodness, I can get a lot of energy here, I think. A lot of this stuff is already done, but look, there's even more. Equip HP type champion with 5 or 6 star regeneration sets. Defense type champion with frost sets. Like, there's a lot we still have to do. But also decent bit that we already have completed. I will keep this energy, because if I cannot finish a certain tournament, I can always claim this later, and same goes with this energy and this energy. So I have like 400 energy basically stored, and if I had silver, or as I get more silver and as I'm pushing further into my gear enhancement event, I will also try to complete those quests. I actually managed to complete most of those, and it wasn't that bad at all. And now the only things left is I need to equip an HP type champion with the regeneration set, which I don't have 5 or 6 star yet of, and I need to reach 50,000 health. Honestly, I thought my Tagore was as close to that as possible, but I am pretty far off from having anybody in a 50,000 HP range. Actually, my Alice is on 47,000 right now. And ironically, if I probably upgrade this to 16, I think she gets it. But we'll worry about it, I think, in the future. I mean, I do plan on getting 2 more legendaries, both Amulet and Banner, from just actively playing the game. And I'm receiving Amulet tomorrow already. We'll see, maybe it has like a good HP % on it, and we passively completed that mission as well. I did manage to do a lot of spider runs, and here it is. We actually get another void shard. That now leaves me with 2 of them. So if I wanted to, I could get 240 bonus points on this tournament, which would put me at almost 700, and then I could actually push for these teacup points, 50 of them. So it would be doable, but I probably wait at least 1 more day before I summon them, because I am not sure if it's worth going for that. It is finally the time for the Void Dungeon. We've been waiting for this for a while, which means I can now start progressing my missions again. And this is me clearing stage 13 Void on auto for the first time. My team's definitely strong enough to push this even further, but the reason we did this was to also fill this challenge up. And now I only need to clear stage 13 Golem, which is very easy, and stage 13 Knight's Castle, which I've never attempted. And we would get a Sacred Shard out of that, so that is something we can definitely do probably right now, but it's not going to be my priority since there is no double boost on the Sacred, so we will worry about that in the near future. But for now, let's finish this mission and get 5 Greater Void Pots. It appears that my team is getting extremely close to being able to one-key the hard boss. Let's take a look. If I can get over 11 points... I might not be able to. It's so close. 11.1 million damage. I think I need to reach 11.7. Yeah, 11.6 is what I need to reach in order to be able to one-key this. And I think I'm gonna be very close very soon. Now, obviously, I can easily one-key normal at this stage. And we've already done so today. We now get the max hard reward as well. And it's been a long time since I've tried Brutal stage, so because of that, let's give it a shot. We're gonna use the same team for now. This might see a little change in the very near future also, but for now, this is the best I got, and I wanna see how much damage I deal on Brutal. The goal would be to deal more than 5.4 million damage, so let's take a look. 6.2 million damage, which actually means that I will now probably start doing Brutal instead of normal stages every day. We waited many days to finish this, but we have prepared a lot of other missions already, so let's just begin by claiming this, and now I can do some Fire Knight progression. I did manage to clear all the way up to stage 12, but unable to clear stage 13 for now. And now we need to ascend the champion to tier 5 ascension. I've already in a way prepared for that by making my apothecary level 5, and he doesn't take that many resources, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that right now. And now again, we've already prepared a bunch of these and completed them, and now I need to win a total of 4, 5 or 6 star accessories from stage 5 of Spider. That's gonna be my next goal. We're gonna do this right now. Champion training tournament is finally ongoing, and we have 5 days to get a bunch of training done. And I've been waiting for this moment because I wanted to upgrade my Ugo further, and I have 5 books waiting here to use. I'm gonna use 2 at a time. I would love to get this 3rd skill maxed out, so let's use 2 books at a time. Okay, both of them landed on the A2, which is honestly really good. Basically, if we can somehow avoid putting any books in A1, that's gonna be perfect. So we want them to land here, and we want them to land here. So let's just use 2 more. We do land on perfect ones again. And let's just go ahead and use 1 more. If it lands on this one, it would be really good. It lands on the A2 again, which is, I think, very solid. So we just need 3 more books in order for Ugo to be extremely strong. But now I also have a bunch of books that I could put in my rares. I have only Apothecary maxed out, Kale maxed out, and I was thinking what should be my next rare that I max out, and a part of me was considering Bellower, because, I mean, we do have 8 books, but apparently I've already maxed him out as well. I've heard great things about Fellhound to turn him into like a farmer, but honestly, I don't think I know which champ to put this in, so I'm just not gonna put it in any champs at the moment. Spider missions are now completed. Equipping a champion with 3 level 16 artifacts, very easy. Stage 7 is completed, and now we need to deal 1.5 million damage to Demon Lord. For that, we're gonna have to wait 4 hours. And then look at this, earn 3 star on stage 7, done. Reach silver 1, done. Fuse Justice Shard. That's gonna be my last task, and let's take a look what we actually need in order to complete this. That's the Justice Shard right here. We already have her done, this completed, this is done, and this needs a little bit more leveling. So I think I will focus a little bit of my energy into actually leveling her, because I just got a nice little boost. And whilst we're leveling her to 30, we're also gonna level the other ones that are also needed for then the future fusion. And we have finally done it. We can now collect the amulet, and this is where a lot could go wrong. Let's take a look which amulet it is. It's flat attack with some okay substats. We're gonna up this in a bit and see what we get. It went into accuracy and into flat defense, not perfect. Let's 12 it. Increase the damage. Okay, so that's fine. I was hoping it would be crit the damage main stat. That would make it so much better. I have now officially fully prepared myself for the fusion. So we have this completed, this is done, and I'm slowly working on 4-starring Executioner. My Templar is now 4-star and 4 ascended, and her is also 4-star ascended and level 4-star, so I just need to level them slowly basically. And I just need to wait for 3 more hours to get the key so I can finish all of these missions. I'm looking forward to it. I'm coming back to this amulet a lot. I'm considering upgrading it to 16, but the flat defense and the res perks are not that good on it, and I mean, I get a bit of attack and crit damage, but for example, an alternative would be a straight up crit damage amulet. So I might just leave this on 12 and leave it on for now, and we're gonna kind of see what we get on the banner. But the banner I think almost has to be accuracy, so we're gonna hope that in 2 days we get that upgrade for our Alice. But tomorrow we're also gonna get our very first primal shard. I'm gonna probably hold on to this thing for a very long time. There's a 0.5% chance to get a mythic champion of these, so yeah, very hard to get those. But right now, what I'm doing, I'll give you a little TLDR. I'm trying to make as many chickens as I possibly can by utilizing all of the brews that we got. And the way I do this is I summon all the mystery shards that I possibly can, and I do this kind of quickly by pressing escape. Then I go into the tavern, and right now I'm just making 3-star chickens. So I pick a 2-star champion, I find the brews corresponding to his level, I click max, 1 less, and then I put 1-star champions next to him. That's gonna be enough for level 20. We then upgrade rank, and we throw, you know, 2 level 2s in. He's now level 3. I'm gonna do this for all the brews that I have right now, because I'm also working on my tournament at the same time. It is time to take a look at the daily clan boss rewards. Here we go from a normal one. We get a 4-star, probably not really gonna be keeping that. Legendary boots, do they have speed? They do not have speed, probably not gonna keep those either. And then in the future, as you guys were able to see, I am able to do a little bit of damage over here on the Brutal, and with 2 keys I can probably get the second one. With 3 keys I could get a Master one. I think right now I would need 4 keys to get the Grandmaster, so definitely not worth it. We're gonna maintain getting our hard chest maximum, and then put all the extra keys into Brutal at the moment. Making chickens, here is Lurker being pushed to 5-star. We're also gonna grab out all of these 4-star chickens right here in the vault. And then I also level 2 of these Diabolists. So now I'm basically just missing 1 5-star in order to get my next 6-star champion. I'm really thinking it's gonna end up being Ugo, but I could always switch and redecide, maybe for the Wither, maybe for the Skartosis. I think I wouldn't go for Tagoar anymore. So that's kind of where my thought process is at right now, but I do need to level up another champ to 5-star. And with a little bit of campaign farming, here we are, level 45 obtained, and with that we unlock Hydra. I want to see what Hydra is all about, so let's take a look. So it looks like this is basically a clan boss again. Okay, it's gonna send me directly into the battle here at the very start, and it looks like we can actually pick 6 champions. So the Hydra has 6 heads, but we only fight 4 at once, starting with 4 starter heads. If you chop off one head, another will grow back. It may be the same head or one of the other available heads, so be prepared. We need the Hydra keys to battle it, and we will have limited number of those each week, so it's a weekly encounter, and each champion can only fight Hydra once per week. From here, you must discover the mysteries of the Hydra alone. I pretty much have my roster set up. This is probably the best roster we can come up with as it stands right now. They are my 6 best champions. I guess we can start it on auto. And let's see what this is all about. And if our character is basically even strong enough to defeat this. Let's take a look. So I have 2 full AoE cleansers. And then I have 2 damage dealer. And obviously Ugo is breaking their defense. And that's gonna be it. My very first Hydra encounter, 450,000 damage. Most of it coming from Alice, actually. And we will go ahead and keep this result due to the fact that I don't think I'm gonna get much stronger. So if I want to get the very basic novice chest, I need to get 1.6 million damage. Now, if I'm dealing 450 and I do this 3 times, because that's the amount of kills we have, I need to be a little bit stronger in order to get the novice chest. So I'm not gonna do the remaining of the 2 keys right now. But instead, I will go ahead and try to perfect my roster even more, maybe make Ugo 6-star, get him a little bit more strong, and then do the remaining of the 2 keys. But we have now also unlocked the Siege. So much content has just been unlocked by reaching level 45. Alright, so basically it's clan versus clan PvP event. We're gonna use 4 of our best champions here. Oh wait, maybe that's just a reserve. Maybe we don't want to set this yet because I'm pretty weak, I would say. I'm gonna have to ask around in a clan where I'm supposed to put my roster, but interesting idea. We'll look into this more in the future. Now that we reached level 45, we get 100 extra gems. Now, for most of people that might seem like whatever. For me, however, I'm gonna unlock my 4th slot to keep on training my characters. For now, I just have my fusion heroes in here because I just used my 4 stars in order to upgrade them. So I'm not being as efficient at the moment. But for example, I can put this fusion hero in here as well. And they are all slowly progressing. So looking forward to getting 216 more gems to unlock every single slot in here. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, Zephyr Sniper is gonna be upgraded to rank 3. And with that, we are now going to upgrade Frost Skin. And with that, I can now upgrade Vile Spawn. And with that, I have 5 5-star champions, which means I can make a tier 6 champion, my 3rd one on the account, after playing the game for 24 days, every single day. And now the question is, which champion is it going to be? I am heavily considering Tagoar, and I'm heavily considering Ugo. I think both of those would actually be great, but I don't know who to go for. This is the first time ever I see legendary 6-star gloves on the market. I don't have this sort of silver, and it doesn't really have flat defense percentage in the substats. However, accuracy, crit rate, maybe even resistance, that could be a really good glove to buy. Of course, I don't have this sort of money. But yeah, looks like my market has better things in it right now. Maybe it was the threshold after getting to level 45 that now unlocks all of these better items in the shop. Or maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. I'm not sure which one it is. I still have not made a decision which one I'm 6-starring next. I just spent 16 minutes manually playing the Fire Knight stage 13. And I failed it at about 5% HP. But yeah, I cannot make a decision. I feel like it has to be Tagoar simply because he's already pretty nicely ascended. And one of the future tasks is also to ascend the champion to tier 6 ascension. So maybe it has to be Tagoar then. Alright, since I'm still unable to decide, maybe this will help me make a decision. Don't ask me why, but I'm just gonna open these 2 Mortal Soul Stones. Maybe I get a soul for one of them and that helps me make a decision. Let's take a look. Odachi is not gonna cut it. And the second one gives me... Nah, no way. A Frolny, but this is a mythic champ. Like, I'm never gonna get this, I feel like. I could sell it for like a decent bit of things. But I'm not gonna do that, obviously. I'm gonna be keeping all the high-star souls, but all these low ones, especially for the champions I'm not using, they're just gonna be usually insta-sold. The epics I'm keeping for now because maybe, you know, I'll end up using some of those in the very near future. They're just kind of interesting to see how much you can sell those for. And since that absolutely did not help me in deciding which champion to 6-star next, I might just have to 50-50 flip it. Since I'm still deciding which champ to push to 6-star, I might as well first complete these missions. 4 hours have passed and I can do Demon Lord again. 9 million this time around, so still not enough for the 1 key, but that is enough damage to complete the mission we were going for. So we now have clan mission completed, campaign mission completed, reach silver 1 in arena completed, and now for the last step, let's go ahead and fuse Justicar for our very first time. Well, here we go. I ended up unequipping most of my gear and I'm now able to click fuse here. And I'm lacking silver. You can't make this up. Okay, let's sell a couple of items and get more silver. Alright, this time for real, I'm now able to click fuse. And there it is. I don't know how good this champ is by itself. However, what I do know is he's used for the further fusion, so we'll definitely get him to level 40 4-star, and we basically have everything ready to fuse Relic Keeper as well once that is done. But this is what I've been the most excited about, being able to get yet another golden shard. There it is. Alright, and now let's see how many of these things do we already have completed. Quite a lot actually. Like if you just look at the blue bars right here, a lot of stuff is already done. So this is what I want to do today. We're just gonna push this as much as possible. And now we need to clear Ice Golem 10 times on auto. Shouldn't be a problem at all. I'm looking at this event situation and I would like to reach at least these 50 teacup points. Due to the fact that I don't think I can reach those at all. I simply don't have enough supplies. But in order for me to reach that, I would need to summon probably both Void Shards and my Ancients and my Mysteries. That would be 240 points. That would be 60 more. That puts us on 300 points. And if I do all the mystery summons as well, that would be basically exactly 1000 points. I think that would be a good goal to have. Even though I don't get the most efficient rates for my shards, at least I'll have a very tiny chance of being able to reach the Cat's Gaze. And at this point, I would really like to reach the Cat's Gaze. So because of that, we're gonna end the video off with a little bit of summons. We're gonna start it off with 3 Ancient Shards. And the first one gives me a School Sworn. We're not too excited about him. If I see epics or obviously legendaries, we're excited about it, but for most of the rares, we don't really care. Pounder. And then the last one gives us, let's take a look. Okay, it's at least an epic. And we do get an Alika. She attacks one enemy with a small % chance of placing an extra hit. She also ignores target's defense if their max HP is higher, which is most of the times. And she also attacks all enemies and has 75% chance of increasing the cooldowns. She seems decent for a clan boss, but I think everything else she doesn't read particularly well. And she also has a revive when she's paired with Zikara on a 7-turn cooldown. I personally don't think I will end up using her too much. I'll take a look at how good she actually is for clan boss. But as it stands right now, it seems like a faction hero to me. Alright, let's do a couple more recalculations here. We're gonna collect this 200 energy right now. I'm currently overflowing energy as it is. I'm gonna use all of it in just a moment, leveling more chickens. So we're on 727 points right now. But I also have 2 Void Shards, and then I will need exactly 33 regular summons as well. Let's just make sure we have them. We definitely have them. Alright, we're gonna use this. We're gonna summon. Let's see if we get something good from the Void Shards as well. First one is a rare. And that's a Rock Beast. He unfortunately does not seem to be too particularly good. Maybe on Spider he could be decent, but everywhere else I don't think we're gonna end up utilizing him too much. It's another rare. It's not a Cold Heart. It is a Reaper Fist. He has a decrease attack on the A1, a 100% heal reduction debuff on the A2. This could be really good. And then he also has decreased cooldown of the Rip to Shred skill every time his champion's HP drops below 50%. Whenever somebody has a 100% heal reduction, I usually immediately consider it decent, I guess. And apparently he's somewhat decent against the Fire Knight. But I'm probably gonna end up building this guy fairly late, so we didn't quite get what we were looking for. However, what we were looking for was finishing up the Summons Rush event and reaching the teacup points. So we have accomplished that. I definitely cannot push any further than that unless I wanted to use my Sacred. However, we are holding these very dear to us, and we're only gonna use them whenever there's a double legendary chance event going on. So we're gonna start stockpiling those for sure. With that, we now get a mythical charm as well as a greater oil. And the next reward I'm looking forward to is gems alongside this epic skill tome, and then obviously pushing towards the cat's gaze. But all of that will have to wait for the next episode. As always, I really hope you guys did enjoy this raid episode. If you want to support the channel completely for free, the best thing to do is to simply start a brand new raid character through my link in the description, or you can simply scan the QR code that is on screen right now. Not only will you receive Tagoar as soon as you start, but you will also be getting Ugo at level 15. And if you log into raid for 7 days, you will also receive Alice, by far my strongest champion. And to top it all off, for the best possible start, make sure you also use the promo code Monkey King. That will give you an extra legendary hero if you're just starting out. As always, I appreciate you for watching today's episode. I'll see you again very soon, and until then, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.